Now I will go to creating the subtopics under the topic for the week. And I will click on create, and perhaps I want to ask a question. There are many ways you can do this. One of the ways is perhaps add material, perhaps ask a question, and I will begin by putting a material for the students to understand what this is all about. So I'll click on the material, and then you can get a lot of materials, and then you give it a title. For example, you say course syllabus, and then give a description and say this document outlines the requirements for the course. Please read it and let me know if you have any questions. And then I can attach it from where it is, whether it is in Google Drive, I'll attach it, and whether it is I can upload it. The common way is to upload it, and you can browse a file from your computer. Assuming that I have that from my computer, let me see whether I have anything of that nature. Doesn't matter. I think I can just pick any of the materials that I have here. Let's say, for example, I just pick just any for the sake of discussion, and what will happen is that you will see that anytime I click and attach a document, it's going to add itself to the Google Drive that I have for the course. And I want you to be attentive here. On the right, you have got the opportunity either to give this material to all students or give this material to only a few students. This one helps because you can decide to only give to certain students who perhaps have paid the fees, or certain students depending on how you've grouped them. And so this is the place where if you have all the students listed down, then you can tick on the ones that you want. When you want all students, just click on that tick and you have all the students ticked. Now this other one is the topic. You have a feature that allows you to assign which topic will this go to. So for example, you can either say no topic, so it will just appear on top, or create a special topic for the same, or pick any of the topics that you have previously created. So if I say introduction to hermeneutics, then it is saving up there, and then I will click post. You now see it here under introduction to hermeneutics, the course syllabus as an attachment. So when a student clicks, they are able to see, they are able to view the material, they are able to even download the material. And you can repeat the same process and then create, for example, a question. And that question, you can ask, for example, what are your expectations? And you can either use multiple choice or you can use a short answer. I will leave short answer for now. And when you come to the right again, you can either assign points for it or you can say it's ungraded. You can put a due date, because if, for example, you want to have the expectations, you can say you have a calendar that comes out there, so you can say I want that by March 6th, and you can put the time by 11:59 p.m. And my topic is on the introductory, and you can either decide whether students will reply to each other or students can edit answer. Let me leave it at the point where students can reply to each other, and then I say ask the question. So you can see that now I have another matter here, another question here that has been created. You can decide to let the syllabus be on top, so you just click highlight on the course syllabus, drag it up, and then you have it on top, and the other item becomes the second one. I want to create the third. This time loud, I will not create the question. I will create some material. This is where I can decide, for example, to pick a YouTube clip that explains what is hermeneutics, and say, for example, the title is Introduction to Hermeneutics video clip. And then I can ask my students, listen and summarize in half a page. And then I can click on YouTube. You will notice that it will take me to a place where I can search YouTube or paste the URL. In my case, I'll search and say Introduction to Hermeneutics. Then I click on it. Now it gives me many videos that exist, and I'll choose the shortest one. Depending on who you are looking at, you can get so many videos, millions of videos. Shorter videos are better than longer ones, according to me. So if you click on the first one there, for example, add 5 minutes and say add video. Then, as always, there is a right side where you can either assign to all students, and then you choose a topic. I'll choose Introduction to Hermeneutics topic, and then I click post. So you can see the video clip is there. I want my students to listen to that clip after they've looked at the course syllabus and after telling me their expectations. So I will pull down that, I write, and then I'll pull it down here. I drag it so that it will be that. Yeah, and you can actually edit. If you click on these 3 dots here, you can edit the expectations of each. For example, let me edit the expectations for the video clip and say I don't want to have a page. I'll say read and summarize, listen and summarize in 1 paragraph. And yeah, then I say save. So you can see once I've edited the material, it doesn't change anything. So the last thing I want to create. I have created the material, I have created the question. Let me create the assignment. I can create an assignment, and every time you do something on the system or on the app, it will get back to you with a tutorial, and you can just say correct. So let's say in this assignment I will ask the question, or I will tell my students to define the terms in hermeneutics. Okay, read the textbook. Those are my instructions. Chapter 1 as a guide. And then I can assign that to the topic for introduction. I can say the due date, because my calendar is there, and I say 10th March. And I can say my points for that is 100 points, or I can say 10 points. And then I can even decide to check plagiarism. You can enable originality reports on 5 assignments per class. So let's say I check plagiarism, so that students will not just give me things that are not their original thinking. And I can also create a rubric of how that assignment is going to be assessed. So I can say, for example, I'll use the scoring in an ascending way. Criterion title, I can say great, excellent, 1 point. If it's excellent, I say 7 points. Good, and then I say add criterion, and I can save. Oh, there are errors there, so let me just leave that one there, turn off, and leave the rubric for now, and discard that. I say assign. And so there I am, and again, remember, because I want my students to see this at the end of our introduction, I'll click on that and I will move it down, drag it, so that it will be at the end there. So you can see that I have already created the work for the first week of the class, and you can even create a quiz. Okay, and once you've created a quiz, it starts creating the Google Forms for you that you can be able to use to create the quiz that you want, so that the quiz can mark itself. So, and what it gives you is a blank Google form, and that if you click on it, it will now take you to the Google Forms, which you can use to create quiz. I'll be talking about that one in a future recording. Thank you. I think for this session I can stop there.